Good morning from New York. I'm having a great time here because in the last newsletter I asked you who should I go and talk to. Well, I got a huge amount of people I should be talking to, and this is the first result. In the morning at about 6 o'clock I'm going to Central Park, which is behind me, and I'm walking around the Palm. It's a very nice place. But you get free videos from me today in the busy New York street at 96th Street, East 96th Street, where I'm staying. So first, I did a very interesting talk with Alex Mashinsky, and he is a multiple entrepreneur. He's a really interesting guy. He made the first voice over IP, and then he basically did connectivity in the subway system. He started Uber a couple of years before Uber, and I'm telling you now how he basically, in part 1 from 6 different parts of the interview, I'm telling you how he basically, as a Ukrainian guy, went to Israel and then went to New York, and how he basically got motivated. Actually, I found also the first Tesla. I mean, it's really amazing. This country, the East Coast, is not doing anything with electric driving, but I found one Tesla. It's just amazing. There's 3 parts of the world which are going fast, as Norway, Holland, and California. But at least it's coming slowly to New York. There's a shop over here too. Okay, the second one I think is interesting. There's Mark Jansen from the Rabobank, and that's from the Blockchain Innovation Conference. Because he basically has a very interesting vision of how the Rabobank, together with a bunch of partners, Randstad, wants to make sure that financial professionals get their CV on a blockchain. That they basically can prove to other companies that they have all kinds of verifications and certifications and exams, and I think that is a very, very, very good initiative, and the Rabobank is really doing that with a lot of other companies. I think all the other banks should join, all the other insurance companies, and that is really something, an ecosystem where you can prove that professionals are really certified, and that should be, of course, not only for financial professionals but for everybody. And then thirdly, I have a there's so many interesting conversations, but let me show you something about Rotterdam. In the south of Rotterdam, there's an event location called Innovatiekracht, Innovation Power, and that's a really nice place to be. So I'm going to be here a couple of days more. I'm interviewing a lot of people. I hope to go to the United Nations. And then I will go to Nantucket. So if you know anybody in Nantucket, I mean, my neighbor is Tommy Hilfinger. Behind me there's Eric Smith, but there's everybody who's part of the 0.1% is in Nantucket. If you know anybody I should interview, then I'll go after him or her. But of course they have to be on the island. So take a look from there. So enjoy the videos, enjoy the vacation, and I'm having a great time here in New York, seeing family, friends, and lots of interesting people. Oh, and of course, hey, Sparks and Honey was a very, very interesting company. That is a professional trend watching company. Of course, I'm a trend watcher, and how do they do trends in New York? Well, they basically go through the efforts. The thing is, they have a daily cultural trends briefing, which you can basically see on YouTube. And Sparks and Honey, I'll put the link underneath. It's every day from 12 to 1 o'clock. I was there yesterday. You can go there. It's free to go there. It's really interesting how they discuss all kinds of trends and what they mean. But they have a whole way to discuss cultures, to put it in the right category: mega trends, micro trends, and how it influences the different industries. And they've made a very sophisticated way to analyze it. It's about 70 people. It's part of a huge commercial advertising company, and I give you a big tour about it. So definitely check that out. And I'll be back next week. Do 1 newsletter a week. That's more than enough. Bye.